Before the United Kingdom adopted the metric A-sized paper standard, British imperial paper sizes were used. But the problem with imperial paper sizes is when it is cut. Take full-scale folio paper, which is 203mm by 330mm. The aspect ratio is 1 to 1.625. If you were to cut the paper in half, the two resultant sheets are 165mm by 203mm, with an aspect ratio of 1 to 1.2. This causes problems for printers and others who use paper professionally. It was in 1786 that the German scientist Georg Christoph Lichtenberg described the advantages of basing a paper size on an aspect ratio of the square root of 2. However, the metric system that is used today was not defined until 1922. The A paper series of paper size is now internationally recognized as ISO 216. The benefit of this series of paper sizes is that the ratio of the width to length is always equal to the square root of 2. The aspect ratio is 1 to 1.41. The largest size in this series is A0 and has an area of 1 meter squared. Half the page gives 2 A1 sheets, half of each of these sheets gives 2 sheets of A2. The smallest paper size in the series is A10. The most popular paper size is A4, measuring 210mm by 297mm. The thickness of a sheet of paper is defined as the weight of 1 meter square of the sheet. Since an A0 sheet is a meter square, then the weight of a sheet of A0 gives the grammage. This information is often given as grams per meter squared or GSM. A standard A4 sheet made from 80 GSM paper weighs exactly 5 grams, as it is 1/16 of the size of the A0 sheet. A second widely used standard is ISO 269, called the C series, which is used for the envelopes of the A series sheets. An A4 page will fit into a C4 envelope. C series envelopes follow the same ratio principle as the A series pages. For example, if an A4 page is folded in half so that it is A5 in size, it will fit into a C5 envelope, which will be the same size as a C4 envelope folded in half. The lengths associated with the C series envelope are approximately 10% larger than the corresponding A series sheets. So from the world of metric paper, back to the studio.